I'd like to welcome Jason Sandner. Jason is the CEO for Curi, and they are a full-service, physician-centered advisory firm. Jason, thanks for joining me today and sharing a little bit about your Vistage experience.
Yeah, Nicole, happy to be with you. Good to be here. The truth is, I really hadn't heard of Vistage before I became a CEO, which really wasn't all that long ago. I mean, it was only just less than 2 years ago. Had not heard of Vistage, was really sort of interested generally in finding some good networks of CEOs to spend more time with. Not really for the sake of networking, that's important, but also just to make sure that I had some more breadth to my perspective and thought processes as I tried to make decisions. And so I had known you, Nicole, from our past, and you had kind of taken this role with Vistage, and so we just connected, and you kind of helped me understand what Vistage could bring to the table for me, and maybe vice versa. And, like a lot of things, timing matters, and the timing was really kind of perfect in terms of when you took your role and when I took mine. And so the more I learned about it, the more it sure seemed to be kind of that networking opportunity, that opportunity to spread my wings like I hoped it would be. Yeah, well, first, it's weird to say I'm a founding member. It makes me feel very old. So I don't think I've ever been a founding member of anything before. But anyways, I guess I am getting
father of our Vistage.
The value is, I don't know. I'm being the former CFO of the company, I'm sort of trained to think about ROI and value and what do you get, kind of transactionally. And I guess we, business leaders, we have to think about that stuff still. But I think being a part of Vistage, it's going to be hard to measure the value quantitatively. I think it's more of a qualitative assessment that you have to go through, which is, am I coming back from the interactions I have, whether it be the monthly meetings with the group or the monthly meetings with the chair, in my case with you, any other social events or other opportunities we have to engage with Vistage, am I coming back from those energized? Am I coming back with new thoughts and perspectives on my business? Am I coming back with some ideas that I can share and introduce to initiatives that we have underway? And if the answer to that is consistently yes, then it's hard to say that there's not value there, And for me so far, that's definitely been the case. There are at least 2 or 3 just in this first year, at least 2 or 3 conversations I've had, speakers I've listened to, just topics that we've batted around that have that absolutely introduced here at Curi. And so for me, it's easy to say, there's value to being a part of this, no question. I'd probably answer that the way I used to think about and still think about investments, when I was running the portfolio here and still kind of oversee that area of our business. We're always looking for what we call asymmetric return potential. The upside opportunity outweighs by multiples the downside risk. And so in this case, we're kind of fortunate. We know there's a finite cost here, right? I mean, if you commit to doing this for, say, a year, just give it a try for a year, you know what that cost is, so you know your downside. And then you've got this sort of unknown but asymmetric upside potential. And it's going to be hard to necessarily put it in the form of dollars and cents, but you're going to come out of that year knowing, kind of going back to what I said before, am I consistently coming back from these opportunities to engage with my network and work am I consistently coming back with good information and ideas for my company? And if after a year you're saying yes to that question, then it's hard to say that you didn't have that value. And if you're not, then it's exactly what it cost you, and you move on. And I doubt that's the case for most folks, but if it is, it is, and you know what you spent. I mean, first of all, I would say, again, it doesn't hurt to give it a try. There's really limited downside here to giving it a try. And when you do, my experience so far is you actually have an opportunity to sort of shape and mold and kind of craft it to how you want it to be, meaning you can work with your chair and the folks in your group to sort of influence the topics of interest for the group and the speakers that might come in. I mean, you can kind of shift this and direct it in a collaborative way with your Vistage group to make sure that you're getting out of it what you hope to get out of it. But you can only do that if you're engaged, if you're present, if you're engaged, if you're willing to kind of proactively influence and help guide where the group goes into the future. But you do have that opportunity to not just be an innocent bystander, but to actually engage and make sure that you're getting out of it what you want to get out of it.
Well, Jason, I really appreciate you taking some time with me today. It's always helpful. A lot of the folks that I talk to, it's different when they can hear from someone who has made this decision. Thank you for your time, and I'll see you in a couple of weeks.
Yeah, happy to do it. Appreciate the opportunity, and I look forward to seeing you again soon.
All right. Thanks, Jason. Have a good one.
Okay. Thanks, Nicole. Take care.